Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Haunted Mansion, which is the new remake from Disney based off of a film that was based off of one of their amusement park rides. And this is from writer Katie Dippold and director Justin Simien, who is behind Dear White People. And this film stars Lakeith Stanfield as Ben, a grieving widower who winds up getting caught up in a creepy haunted mansion mission to help out Gabbie, played by Rosario Dawson, and her son, Travis, played by Chase Dillon. You have a fun group of Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish, and Danny DeVito in on the adventure and trying to stop these hauntings from one big, bad, evil ghost, played by Jared Leto, the Hatbox Ghost. And this film, honestly, was quite charming. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I think one of the things that really worked for me is that they spent time building up connections with these characters, specifically Stanfield's character. There's a lot of depth here. There's a lot of emotion. He gives a fantastic performance. There's a lot of range and emotion that he shows. There's a lot of humanity in his performance, the way that he connects with Dylan's character, Travis. I think Rosario Dawson doesn't get like a ton to work with, but I think she brings a lot of warmth to the role. And Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish, and Danny DeVito are all funny, really bringing a lot of humor to the table. And it worked. I laughed quite a bit. They're fun together, bouncing off of each other. And I do feel like the film has some solid, like, younger audience kind of scares. Like, they weren't terrifying scares, but I think they were pretty darn effective for a film that's probably geared a little bit more towards, you know, younger people, teenagers, stuff like that. Story-wise, there's mystery about it. I don't think it turns out to be the most interesting mystery. It does get a little convoluted towards the end, and we do get a bunch of, like, blue blob ghosts flying all over the place in our big third act. And Jared Leto, I think, is creepy enough as the Hatbox Ghost. He's doing a lot of quotes from, like, the ride, which also this film apparently is very true to the ride, having a lot of great Easter eggs in it. My wife is a huge fan of the ride. She picked out, was like, well, that's from that. And apparently, and they did it in a way that it wasn't distracting from the film. I do feel like the antagonist wasn't exactly the deepest of characters, and there's some characters that don't get a whole lot of fleshing out. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis pops up. She does fine. Dan Levy's in it for like 2 minutes and is hilarious. And it's just like, where was more of him? This film, I think, does struggle a little bit from like a story structured narrative standpoint, but there's enough heart here to make you feel connected. I think the performers are doing a great job bringing this to life, and overall I think like the production design, the ghost designs, all of that really does work, save for a few moments fleeting throughout the film. But overall, I think this is a fun, spooky little story. Has some bit of depth at times as well. And there's plenty of emotion to feel in this one. It's such an enjoyable ride. This cast is so charming and wonderful. I think this is definitely worth a watch. And I hope some people show some Haunted Mansion love and help it out at the box office, because I think this is definitely one of the better live-action remakes they've done. Obviously, this is a remake of a live-action film, which is based off of an amusement park ride. But it still brings a lot of joy, fun, little creepy scares, and some emotion there. So it's worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on Haunted Mansion. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.